It's always some shit like that, dude.
Yeah. And then I got home, and my whole place smelled like cum. Welcome back to Careful Boys, where we are afraid of everything.
Always afraid.
And speaking of being afraid, what do you fear?
Everyone.
See you guys next time.
That's it.
What are you afraid of, despite having maybe perhaps no reason to? But we are afraid of everybody.
I'm afraid of a lot of things, I think.
A lot of fear around here.
My number one fear after becoming a parent is Taika passing before me.
Ooh.
You know? Yeah. That'd be like... Because even one time he mentioned, he was like... he was talking about... he was like, hey Papa, like... One day I'm gonna have a kid, and then you're gonna be a grandpa, and then you're gonna pass away, and then I'm gonna be a grandpa too, huh? And then even that thought of him being a grandpa and passing away, like, made me sad. Oh. I was like, dude, one day he is gonna die. And obviously I know I'm gonna die, and I know he's gonna die, but when thinking about it that way, I was like, dude, one day he is gonna die. That's fucking crazy.
That's tight.
Really sad episode.
Do you ever, yeah, thanks for that, Bart.
Damn, man.
Do you ever think about how we kind of will live forever, at least until they probably take all our videos down for being offensive content?
Yeah. We're immortal.
Right? In a way.
But if we go through nuclear war and then Google gets hit, all the servers get taken out.
Yeah, but if they
Now
store
you're
it
fucked.
using blockchain technology.
In the ether?
Hello.
In the cloud. That'll be wonderful.
It's all decentralized.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm really afraid of. Everything else I feel like we could always come back from.
Wow, that's the only thing, huh? That is a big thing, though.
Yeah.
To outlive your kid, isn't that like...
It's what every
That's
parent
a
wants,
miracle.
I think, yeah.
'Cause I feel like financial stuff, whatever, like you could always build back up, you know. There's always... I thought I missed something.
No, he said... I was like, damn, to outlive your kid? He's like, yeah, that's what every parent wants.
That's shit, that's a stupid line.
Just
Continue, I'm sorry. I'm
saying the
child.
obvious. Hey, who's afraid of
Yeah, what are your guys' biggest fears? What are your guys' biggest fears?
Damn, that's crazy.
I mean, I've always been afraid of deep, dark water. Like,
Ooh.
being, like, really under the ocean, right? 'Cause
But you went scuba diving.
I'm a certified scuba diver, indeed, but...
Indeed.
I only am trained for 50 feet. I'm trained for 50 feet.
Oh, okay.
So, like, that's not deep, dark water. That's not the real shit.
Is being afraid of like skydiving, scuba diving, like all the extreme sports, the same thing as just not wanting to participate in any of these things just because you don't want to?
Interesting. I think about the
Because
same
to me,
thing.
I'm asking myself, am I afraid of jumping out of a plane? It's like,
Or does it appeal
it's
to
just
you?
like, I just don't want to do it. But why? Am I actually afraid of it, or am I denying?
Is that like your, is that your
Like
bitch
you're
boy
not
excuse?
Yeah.
If you're not afraid of jumping out of a plane, I think you're weird. I think everyone's afraid of jumping
That's
out.
what I'm saying. That's why. But to me,
Yeah, that's
like,
default.
I know that there's like
Default setting.
Yeah, it's like I know what the point is of skydiving. I know why people do these extreme things, and it does. If it doesn't appeal to me, doesn't mean I'm afraid of it. You know, that's what.
It's like power slap. It's like, I don't feel like doing it.
Exactly. Like, why would I want to get slapped in the face?
Doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to get power slapped.
Yeah, I don't want to get hit in the face.
But if we're talking about like shit that I'm
That's
afraid of, dude. There's like this weird icky feeling I get about dead birds. Did I already talk about this?
Dead
before?
bird?
Dead bird.
Yeah, alive birds, not as afraid, but dude, as soon as like I see feathers and blood and like I'm like, ugh.
How many dead birds you see?
And then you see blood on your hands.
Whoa.
Yeah, you weirdo.
So you don't like fried chicken?
Huh? No, not food. In the context of food, it's fine, but when I see it like dead, I'm like,
When you go to the Chinese barbecue, they got hanging ass dead birds.
Oh, you can't see that either?
no, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
In the context of food, but like let's say it was just a bird that just fucking hit a window, and I'm like, oh, that's fucking scary to me. It's like Omen, you know?
No, yeah, that's...
Because it seems like they just died for no reason, but maybe it could have been sick or.
But sometimes birds be tripping, dude. They be running into things all the
Yeah,
time.
sometimes I see birds on a car grill, and I'm like, how?
Dude, you know what I saw one time on the freeway of like a pigeon going into the road and landing, probably because it was tired from flying, and then a car just going whoop, and then
And it
it
just
just,
smacked
starts going like this. This is what you see. And feathers going like this. I'm like, oh, that's kind of
That's a stupid place to park, bro.
creeps me out, dude.
I was chilling.
That's just nature, no?
I was just chilling at
Yeah.
home, right? Heard a loud bang. And then I'm like, all right, well, go look around. Okay, nobody's here, whatever. The next day, I'm awoken to Nikki screaming, and I'm like, okay, she found whatever the fuck that was. And of course, there's a dead bird like on the ground. So it hit the window.
Snapped its neck or something.
Yeah, it killed itself.
Dude,
And
see,
then, yeah.
that's so. I don't like.
See, now we're gonna be seeing dead birds.
But
everywhere
the
we go.
weird thing is, I've seen other dead animals, and it doesn't creep me out as much as birds specifically. I don't
Maybe
know what
because it
is.
turns you on.
Whoa, dude. Maybe.
Yeah. Latent sexual. Yeah.
Why don't you put on a bird suit and we'll find out?
Let's go, Ken!
Shit, that was good.
Go to Second City.
That's not the ayahuasca can. That's the ecstasy can.
Let's go, Ken.
You know what I'm afraid of being accused of a crime and I don't have an alibi.
Ooh.
Really good.
Getting framed.
Yeah, or just you can't, like, you're being interrogated and you have no good answers, even if you didn't, like,
And you're innocent.
and you're innocent, yeah, because you know you're only like, you know, as innocent as you can prove. But then, like, if they're asking you, like, where were you on this date, I'm pretty bad at knowing what I was doing on a specific date. I have to, like, look it up, so I try to keep
The
receipts.
5th, bro.
Yeah, I know. But-
That's why it's important
but
to
then,
keep
like,
receipts, yeah.
It's weird if you don't have enough, like, stuff to back up that you weren't there at that time, and dude, you know.
You know what I would do
Think about that a
too?
lot,
Because
too.
I'm a TV jury. I would hear you say like, I don't know where I was, and I'd be like, yeah,
Sure.
get him,
Yeah. Guilty.
get him, fry him.
Yeah.
Where do you think that came from? Were you like framed really bad as a kid, and that like created like this deep, like? Fear?
No, I don't think I've never been falsely accused of anything really, other than like stupid little things. But then I think it's the power of like just not, you know, like when you're not guilty but you're being asked and you're nervous so you sound guilty. That. It's like when you didn't do it, but I wonder if I sound guilty just because I'm being asked.
For real.
You know, I hate the idea of like everything I've been convicted of, I did it. I definitely did it.
Yeah.
Like it was me.
Yeah.
But then I think because I've done things, I always wonder like, oh, if it comes to a point where I didn't do it, do I have a clean enough like out?
Wow.
Because people have to think of that too, you know, like you could have, you know, I think when you're not thinking at all is kind of dangerous too when you're innocent.
Like the movie The Fugitive, right?
With Harrison Ford.
Well, that's different because his wife fucking said his name on her last dying breath.
But did he not do it though? He didn't do it though, right?
The one-armed man did it.
Yeah, one arm man.
Yeah, he didn't do it, but I think that for some reason it is an irrational fear. But then when you see examples of like dudes who really didn't do it,
Yeah.
and then they go to jail.
For like 20 years or some shit.
Yeah, but these aren't the guys. I'm not talking about the dude that was there, but his friend did it. I'm talking about dudes that weren't even fucking there.
Yeah.
Oh, had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Like it's
hard to come back from.
Yeah, but the chances of it happening is very low too, I think.
Yeah, it's very low, but then
Why is he afraid then?
Yeah, why?
Why are you tripping, huh?
Look at Steve.
That's what you said. I'm with you.
I'm just saying, because that doesn't happen often.
Give me one. Let's go.
dude, 2 for 2, Ken. Let's go.
He's on fire right now.
Ken is roasting back.
Yeah, man.
That's pretty scary.
It is scary to think.
Something that kind of scared me thinking about that was like being like in trouble in a foreign country. Because you know I travel a lot, and then like I was like,
Dude, yeah.
like, okay, I imagined you on the stand and like having to defend yourself, and I'm like, when will I ever be in a situation like that? And I was like, well, what if like I was just like in a different country, don't know the language, and then the corrupt police there like lock me up.
Yeah.
I don't have any way to contact anybody, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what do I do?
Yeah, the worst part is you don't know what the fuck they're saying about
Yeah.
you. Like, dang, that sucks.
I'm like in Mexico and shit, and then they throw me up in like a place, and this my inmate, like my cellmate's name's Pedro, and he's like, I like your hair, vato.
Vato?
Like,
You do have long hair.
Yeah. Doesn't sound that bad.
and I'm like, fuck, dude. I don't know, man.
You're queer baiting.
I don't know what to do. You know? Or like,
That's when you go crazy. You're like, they call me the gay vampire.
You go.
Yeah, you go nuts. You gotta fucking wild out a little bit. You're like, wow, all right, I don't know. Whoa, I don't want to be with the gay
Why do
vampire.
they call him that? I don't want to find out.
I'm gonna suck your blood out of your dick.
The blood out of your
You just gotta go out and go for it.
my friend told me when he first moved to Vietnam, like in 2009, right? It was still like not foreigner friendly. But he's Vietnamese, but he had American passport, and he just kept going there to work in the media out there. And one day he got in a cab, and as soon as he got in the cab, 2 secret police guys also got in the cab, sat next to him, and said, "You've been coming to Vietnam a lot. What are you doing out here?"
Whoa.
Yeah, I hate those people, dude.
And then
That's just fucking crazy.
and then he was just talking, it's like Vietnamese secret police. And he's like,
No, man.
I didn't see you. I don't think you see me, but now I see you, and we see each other. And then so he was asking him hella questions. He said that even though he wasn't guilty, like it was scary as fuck, right?
Fuck yeah.
Because he's just like, oh shit, what's going
But
on?
like, it's not likely to mean anything and do anything. So.
Yeah. Chances of that happening doesn't really happen. Yeah.
So don't. Why are you even worried about it?
It's a funny ass thing to point out every time.
Damn.
But statistically, I mean.
Dude, if it was like one of those foreign countries, you just give them money.
You know what'll be scary is
you just grease them.
Yeah.
Well, then they accuse you of bribery, and then you're.
No, they're like, oh, and then you go, oh yeah, go ahead. That usually happens.
What if that's what they want you to do? What if it's a fucking?
No, they go
sting
like this. They
operation?
go, give me $100. Oh, I only have one eye. Give me another 100. I don't see anything.
Exactly. But it's like $1 bill and shit.
Is that from something? Because that's really funny.
Should have done 50s, man. It's like, then it would have been 100.
Yeah. That's true.
But
you know what's a scary thought is being caught with your pants down. Like you've been
Oh, you shit.
just like
literally?
just in general, like you've been targeted, you didn't see it coming, someone was plotting something against you.
You got.
And you got, and you're just like, fuck, man. That's, I guess it depends on the severity of it.
Dude, Joe's a fucking crime boss, dog. Dude, the way he says that, I'm like, dude, you're a fucking crime
No,
boss.
the real crime boss is that guy right there.
Yeah.
So last night
He's well thought out.
We're at the JK like potluck party, right? And he's like, hey, I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. And he's like, got some surprises for you. And I'm like, dude, talk about can't sleep. When it comes to Ryan and surprises, I'm like, okay, what the fuck could he possibly do?
For real.
Like game planning scenarios. I'm like, okay, so he gets a marching band to come. He probably has connections to get a marching band.
I don't have that kind of budget.
He knows a lot of trumpet players.
Yeah, I'm like, what's he gonna do? And he knows a lot of musical people, so he's gonna have like a fucking dance team come in here to really kill me.
Step team.
Yeah, and then they come and dance all around us or some shit, and then of course he's gonna fuck with all Steve Day with a bunch of dancers, which is the thing I hate the most.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm game in scenario.
You're freaking the fuck out. Bro, I can't walk out of the bathroom without worrying this guy's gonna prank me. You know what I'm talking about?
Ryan's
You're talking about Hell Week when we walk out of the bathroom wondering, is there gonna be a bunch of blocks in the door?
Yeah. Looking for Charlie everywhere I go, dude, when I come out of the fucking bathroom.
Those kinds of pranks are now built into the wall.
Bro, that's why you put the fucking mirror there, dude.
Yep.
Very scary stuff.
Do you guys have the normal irrational fears, like fear of flying, fear of heights, fear of drowning, like like those fears that are like they're supposed to be irrational, but to me it's not that irrational because it makes sense and a lot of people have it.
Yeah.
But like I think I have the opposite of that, where it's like those normal things that I should be scared of, I'm not.
Like getting into your car and going to work, that's you have
Yeah, that's
a way
actually-
higher
yeah.
chance of like fucking.
No, like flying. A lot of people are afraid of flying, right?
Yeah.
But for me, I find real comfort in flying. Like that's when I can actually relax and go.
Because
to
it's
sleep.
safer.
It's weird because I think more than I have a fear of dying, I have a higher fear of my decision causing someone else to die like wrongfully. Ooh. Like if I was like, I don't have a fear of drowning, but I have a fear of telling someone, yeah, you can go out there and swim, it's fine, and then they
And the
just
shark
drown.
comes and
You know what I mean? Like that's worse to me.
That's heavy.
But it's also not your fault if something were to happen to that person, right?
It's like should have known how to swim better.
Yeah, you know what, Ken? Thanks, man. You're right.
I'm trying to make it feel better.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but that's what it is. It's like it's the feeling of struggling about whether or not it's your fault.
Yeah.
Oh, the guilt.
It's the back and forth. I think that's like it's so much easier when something's absolute. He died, I died, but then when it's like, did I cause it? Is it my fault? Is it?
Oh, because this action led to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about, for me recently, this is kind of fucking sad, but I've been thinking about more of losing somebody in your life that you're really close to. Like that fucking gets me every single time. I'm sure it gets everybody.
Yeah.
But I've been thinking about that a lot more, where I'm like, I don't know how I would react if I lost something that was really close to me, and that scares me. Like that.
Oh, you don't
idea.
know how you're gonna take it?
I don't know. Like
You never had anyone close to you?
not really like super close.
It's painful.
No, of course. Like when I think about like my mom,
Spoiler.
or like my
Spoiler
dad.
alert.
Yeah, it sucks. Like it sucks.
Very painful.
Everybody
for
that's
sure.
lost somebody's all happy and smiling.
Yeah, but like thinking about
Not
that.
fucking rosy, dude.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think about that a lot, and I go, "Fuck."
Sometimes-
Dude, what if it makes you funnier?
Dude, 2 months ago, I'm coming home from JK, and like, it's like normal day, normal night. I'm home, I'm landed, I'm text Nikki, I'm landed. And then like, no response, I'm like, whatever. And I get outside, and then I call her, goes right to voice. And then I call her again, goes right to voice, goes right to voice. And I'm like, okay, it's now been 30 minutes since I landed, no word from Nikki, straight to voice. And then my legs turn to jelly. I start to like fucking, like I'm in shock at this point. I'm not even thinking rationally. I think everyone thinks I'm an asshole because I keep on just wandering and like people are like walking around me like, what the fuck is with this guy? And then I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So then I was just like, oh my God, please God, don't take her from me. Please don't take her from me.
Oof. That's hard, man.
Yeah, and it was like the most dramatic shit, right? Because you're just like there, you're in your
You're spiraling.
Yeah, spiraling.
She was in the middle of a really mean poker hand.
That's it. No. No. So
$25,000 pot.
So then I was like, okay. I'm gonna call my neighbor. I'll call my neighbor and I'm gonna be like, yo, dude, you fucking go ring my doorbell, right? And then he's not picking up. Because he's getting fucking high or whatever, he's chilling.
Get fucking high.
He ended up picking up, he's like, yo, dude, I'm pretty fucked up, what's going on? I was like, you need to go to my house right now, you need to fucking ring the doorbell. But about when I was trying to get a hold of him, it was going to voice for him too, or not going to voice, it was just leaving me ringing or whatever. I went to our security system that I have via my phone, and I just started to turn it on and turn it off and turn it on and turn it off and turn it on and turn it off.
Smart.
Like, yeah, so that, because when you do that, the bitch talks to my house, and she's like, security system activated, security system deactivated, security system activated, and then I finally, when I'm on the phone with my neighbor, I'm like, yo, you need to go spam the fucking doorbell. Nikki calls me, and she's like, my phone died. I'm calling you from my laptop right now. I fell asleep downstairs. I'm okay. And I was like,
oh. Dude, it's always I fell asleep. Dude.
Yeah.
It's always some shit like that, dude.
And then I got home, and my whole place smelled like cum.
That bleachy.
But that's normal.
That bleach.
I was like, it really smells like cum in here. And she's like, oh yeah, didn't you come in here a couple days ago? And I was like, that's true.
That's what it was.
Can't even be mad because it was like
That's true.
Suppress my feelings.
that is the hardest one.
Oh man, I was dead.
You get to that place.
I just kept on saying, please God, don't take her from me. Please don't take her from me. Yeah. Talk about you don't want to lose Taika first? Fuck, dude. If I lost Nikki, man. Oh my lordy lord.
I used to think about it too when I would just think about like if something happened to Smack, the first thing in my mind goes is like, but man, she has so much potential. Like, did I fuck it up by her running into me and changing the course of her destiny? You know what I mean? Like, was my element of presence the reason why like things went bad? Like, I would just.
She probably had like 300 more of those smash TikTok videos dancing.
Ready to go, dude.
Chicken dances.
It's like when you know your girl is so good, it's like you can't help but feel like, damn, like you want them to live out the best that they could possibly get to.
One of one.
And if anything happened on your watch,
Going based off what Steve was saying, like me and Joe like be in bed, and I'm like, who do you love more? You love me more, or you love Taika?
Yeah.
And then she'll ask me the same thing, and both of our answers is Taika. We're like, tight.
We're on the right team.
Like Taika way more, dude.
but that's how it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's because he's the new addition. He's the new fun one.
But what? If you had two kids, how do you answer that?
I think for sure you have your favorite. I think you'll have your favorite.
Yeah, you can't.
So if someone's cooler than Taika, then for sure it'll be the other one. Yeah.
Dang. You hear that?
He's just cooler. What do you want? He's just cooler.
Look at him. He wears sunglasses wherever he goes.
Was Gio the favorite in her family among her siblings?
No, not until now.
Oh, so she moved up.
I think as a kid, like that they're that recent immigrant family, so it's just like, okay, like who can like keep this order? And then Gio was always the rebellious one, like why, right? And then everyone that was kind of like not so rebellious, just like, okay, cool, I'll follow the path. And then now, I think her rebelliousness, her curiosity, like allowed her to be who she is. And then so now she became like the most successful one, and then now is like the pillar of the family.
Oh.
You know?
the mogul.
So now it's
That's
like
right.
now she is, because now like if her mom has any like really big things that she needs help with or
goes to
whatever, she
Gio.
can count on Gio to like handle like her future will or handle the house or whatever. You know.
Wow.
She's wearing the pants.
That's really tight.
Yeah. Like when Gio's dad passed away, like she came in and took care of like the funeral, like just handled all the like proceedings and all that stuff while people were still mourning. They didn't know what to do. Like she was just like the level-headed one.
When did she process it?
She says she still doesn't know if she fully has yet.
Wow.
She could still like one day she could just probably just break down, you know.
Jeez.
What's like out of curiosity, besides obviously like Tyga passing away, which is the saddest thing, what's another fear of something happening to him that's not fatal? Like a massive one.
He becomes a leftist wokey.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you become some spoiled ass little entitled bitch,
Yeah.
I'd be like, fuck.
That's it. Just fuck.
I'm like, fucking shit, because that was in my control and I
Yeah.
fucked it up somehow.
But then you just blame yourself.
Yeah.
He's like, Dad, can I be Gavin Newsom for Halloween?
I fucking ruined you.
I fucked up. I ruined him.